So a guitar showed up yesterday on Facebook. It's a 67 Martin D-28. So the kid who's selling it is 14. The guitar belonged to his grandpa. I think his grandpa passed away, or he left this guitar to the kid. So it's a 67 D-28. It's Brazilian. It's very just like straight, ordinary Brazilian. It's not the crazy stuff, but it's still Brazilian. The guitar looks like it's in really good shape. He said it had a neck reset 7 years ago. He's asking $4,500. I'm going to try and get him to not sell it. I don't think he should sell it. I think he should hang on to it. It's a lot of money. This is, you know, it's been a while since I put this much money into a guitar. So he's asking $4,500. I don't want to put that much into it right now, so I'm working through in my head how much I'm going to get out. I think I'm going to get out $3,750. That's the most I want to be in it, and I want to try and be in it at $3,500. Yeah, I'm really trying to talk him out of selling this guitar. I don't know, man. He's 14, and his grandpa's guitar, and he's a bluegrass player. Like, why would he not keep a D-28? I know that he wants a new D-35. So, I'm going to try and get him to keep it and see if I can use my connections to find him a D-35. I have to run because it's like 11:52, so I have to run to the bank to get cash so that I at least have it to make some kind of a deal.
Hey!
How are you?
How y'all doing?
Good.
Nice to meet you in person.
Yeah, man, good to meet you.
I'm his grandpa.
Hey, I'm
This is
Jeremy.
my guitar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that right that I film?
Huh?
Is that right that I film
Yeah.
stuff?
Suits me fine. We'll open up the back here
Yeah.
and let's see. That's a case that it came in 53 years ago.
Cool. Did you buy it new?
Bought brand new.
Okay, where'd you get it?
Mr. Bowman here in town had a little music shop at his house.
Oh, cool.
And he was a Martin dealer.
Got it.
And I bought it off him. And,
Okay.
and in fact, I paid him $20 a month till I paid for it.
How much was it when you got it?
And $67, $400.
Wow. That's
I
awesome.
should have bought a whole truckload.
Yeah. That's cool.
But it's been played.
Yeah.
And it ain't been abused, but
Yeah.
it's been played. It's 53 years old.
I hope I look as good when I'm 53.
Yeah, and I have 8 years ago I had a neck reset done.
Okay. Cool. Well, why don't you play for me?
Scared me a little bit when you said that.
Yeah.
Alright.
You need a pick?
Well, thank you. Appreciate that.
Right down there on the ground.
Hey, I may have
Yeah.
I'm messing up. Perfect at the house when I'm by myself.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Like I say, it's been played, but it ain't been abused.
Cool. Yeah, looks good. There it goes.
He's my bluegrass picker.
I try to be.
Well, you're better than me and you're 14. So. Yeah, you can tell how much less heel there is from how they reset it. See how you can tell they sanded this down a little bit
Oh, okay.
to move it back.
Oh,
It's just,
to make it come back up.
yeah, to bring
in
the whole
line.
neck back this way.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I had that done. Maybe you know the guy that did that. I don't know where he's at now. He worked for Fretwell for a while.
And you used to work for Harrisonburg?
Huh?
I think he used to work for Husson Dalton
Yeah,
too. It's a
Zach-
Well,
Zach-
you know Jay Robinson probably.
Yeah, I know him. He goes
okay.
in the jam sometimes.
Got it.
He's
So
up there at the Elkton jam.
Yeah, so he's my neighbor.
Yeah,
Oh,
I saw
yeah?
his friends too on Facebook.
Yep, and and I just did a video on his 72 D-28.
Yeah. And that's a 67. And I use those Martin
The lifespan.
lifespan.
I like them.
They,
Have you noticed this crack on
yeah,
either side of
that's
the
been
bridge?
there for years.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
I don't know what it'll do in the future, but
Yeah. That's a good clean guitar, man. Yeah.
See, I'm hoping to get me a D35. My pastor's got one.
They're great.
Yeah.
They're not super bluegrassy.
Well,
I had
he's
it.
got one. It's set up. I guess the way it's set up, it's different. And I looked at all the other D35s. It don't sound like none of them. It sounds 100 times better.
back when before guitars in '67, guitars wasn't a popular lead instrument in bluegrass. And once it became a lead instrument, they went to a little different thing. But that what I'm saying is, in a jam, that don't cut through like the herringbones. Yeah, but playing on stage through a sound system, the tone is.
Oh yeah.
Is
So
beautiful.
why are you selling it?
Well, it's worth too much, and
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think you should sell it, and I think you should cut every yard you can in Paige County and get a D35.
but our pastor's got one. He's giving him a deal on.
I'll pay him back. Keep that.
Oh, okay.
Keep that.
And I told him, I said, I got 3 grandsons that
Yeah.
play. I can't will it to all of them. I'm 71 years old,
Yeah,
so
that makes sense.
you know that's mainly because the reason I'm selling it to China. He's playing good enough. He needs something.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah,
Something
absolutely.
good. Something he can hold on to.
So you can get a good used D35. Well, you're buying one from.
My pastor.
Oh,
yes,
good.
sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
It might. I think it is a HD.
If it
Because
has
the braces are
herringbone.
shifted. I don't
Yeah.
know if they shift the D30.
They're scalloped.
They're scaled. They're not shifted.
No, they're shifted,
They're
but not
shifted.
scalloped.
Yeah, this is pretty far back.
Yeah.
So like an HD28 would be right at kind of
Almost,
the back
you can
of the
almost
bridge.
touch it there.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, if
that's.
you can. Yeah. Cool.
But I thought, well, if I can get, something
Yeah.
good, I can't will it to all 3 of the boys, and it's worth too much for sentimental.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will mention that if you, I don't know if you do much like turning the D down.
Mhm.
Yeah, it works good on that.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah, these are good. These are patent number Grovers.
Uh-huh.
So they're.
That's a good. That's
Late
what come
60s?
out on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my reason for selling it.
Yeah.
I can't give it to all 3 of them,
Yeah.
so
I
I
said
just
there's 4. Oh, there's
3 to
4 or
play
3 to
and-
play.
Yeah.
I got it.
4 and 3 that play. And the
Gotcha.
other he'll play too once he gets a little. This one started earlier than the other 2.
Oh, I taught myself, but I grew up around him.
Yeah. Yeah. So no one in my family played. Like my dad played trumpet.
Yeah.
It's not a
Little
whole lot of-
outcast right
teach
there.
Teach me how to play trumpet, Dad.
Ain't too bluegrassy.
Yeah. So, I love old Martins. I grew up listening to Neil Young, and he has a great D45, and so that's what always got me hooked on him.
Yeah.
Okay,
What's your name?
I'm Jeremy. So Jeremy Shepherd.
Shepherd.
Yeah.
Don't know no Shepherd.
Well, yeah. So my dad, my family went to JMU, hung around.
Oh,
So
okay.
and then we lived around here until I got married. My wife was from New Orleans, so we lived in New Orleans for 6 years.
Oh, okay.
And
How many children you got?
we have 3.
3?
So yeah, I just got the look, so we got to hurry.
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all were at 45. I'll go straight to my first number, my first number is 3,500, and I got 3,500 in my pocket. My second number is 3,750, and I feel good about that because this bridge, and it looks like Is this overspray on the sides?
Well, I tell you, through the age, I think it had to do with the lacquer finish.
Gotcha.
Like this year, they must have sprayed it all with a lacquer coat after they.
Yeah.
And see, wore out my arm rub and stuff.
Yeah.
Take it off.
Well,
And
it just looks. It looks a little more. Well, some of the orange peel is just hot and sitting in a case.
Yeah.
But it looks a little different than the front and the back. You see?
Yeah.
So real shiny, not as shiny.
Right.
So that's where I'm just, you know.
I mean,
if I'd ever sell it, that's where somebody's gonna pick me apart.
Yeah. Well.
And I get it. I mean, my first thing was I just wanted to tell y'all don't sell it. Like,
I know, but it's no reason for me to keep something that's worth that much, and they can't share it. I mean, the sentimental might have something that Grandpa had it for 53 years.
yeah, exactly.
But
yeah, it just psychs me out. I mean, that bridge will probably need to be replaced. You know, that's $200-300.
right, okay.
And then you have to explain it each time. You know. But
yeah, I mean that's I understand. You know.
Yeah.
You will give $37.50.
I got $37.50 today.
I'm gonna sell it to you.
All right. Well, here's the first one. Let me grab the other one in the car.
Okay.
So that's $35. This is $250.
Okay. Do I need to count it?
You got my number. I'm gonna stand before Jesus and give an account for how I handled this.
As long as you know Jesus is wife.
Yeah, I went to the bank when we were texting and then got cash and so.
Okay. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
That's about all I know about the guitar. That's the first thing I bought when I quit high school and went to work at Elkin Milling Company.
Whoa.
For $1.40 an hour. And I come to Harrisonburg and bought that on credit. So, I went in there once a month and give him $20. And his sister, who could see, she would write me out of it.
Cool. How do you feel? Are you? Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Come home from church tomorrow with it.
That's so exciting.
I'll send you a video.
Send me a video and a picture.
We need to get together sometime. Film a couple vids.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever. Did you look at my channel?
I haven't.
It's Joshua Loves Bluegrass. Yeah.
Okay.
Look it up sometime.
Okay. Yeah, I'll put it in the video.
Yeah.
All right, I got to run. I got the look from my wife.
Okay. All right.
All right. Y'all happy?
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
I will be.
Yeah, man, you can.
I'll get that one.
There's nothing better than a new guitar day. Hey, I'm having one today. You have one tomorrow.
Like I said, the handle here is gone, but that's the same case that I
That is
got
so
off Mr.
cool.
Bowman in.
67.
That's awesome. Good to see you guys.
It's good doing business with you.
Yeah, good doing business.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
See, that guy who was supposed to come, he didn't show up.
Well, I'm glad. I'm
Yeah,
sorry for you guys.
But the thing of it is, I told Josh, he said, well, this guy wants to come. I said, yeah, but I gave my word
I
to
know.
the other fella. I'm saying, we'll wait and see
Yeah.
what he does.
Oh, yeah. You're good, man. You got the hustle.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Good to see you guys.
I was going to tell, I would tell Granddad not to put those strings on it because I know you do that part of your process on your bids. But
Yeah.
there's a pair of lifespans on there for me.
Awesome, man. I appreciate it.
All
Good to see
right.
y'all.
I wanna call him.
So here it is. I got it last night. I played it on my front porch. Sounds wonderful. Really great guitar. And there's an incredible story. I just want to hit a couple of the high points and my thoughts coming out of the deal yesterday. But first, let's hear how it sounds. I'm going to try that again and turn the mic down. It's much louder than my Husson Dalton TDM. as you saw, I got this guitar yesterday. I got it from Josh, Josh is 14. He's a kid, but he's a really good player. He's a much better player than I am. So I got it from him. He came with his grandpa. His grandpa hadn't passed away. I don't know how I just inferred that. Anytime like a 14-year-old kid is selling a guitar that was his grandparents, I'm sure the grandparents aren't involved. There were two things that I needed to kind of get across. I wanted to talk them out of selling this guitar. I wanted them to keep it, because to me it's, hey, your grandpa bought this guitar, he bought it new. He has this amazing story of how long it took him to buy it, how long it took him to pay for it, and he paid, you know, 20 bucks a week for, you know, so long to pay for it. But his grandpa was really sweet to articulate, I have 4 grandkids, 3 of them play guitar. It's too expensive of a guitar to play out, and so in the end what makes more sense is to sell it, and then each of them can decide which guitar they want. Or we can just put it into an inheritance. It was really sweet. It was really well articulated, because I think the biggest thing is trying to figure out how to navigate that, because it's a guitar that was, you know, $400, which is like $3,200 in today's dollars. So D-28s have actually come down in price. Comparing that to a new D-28, that's what, in the, you know, $2,800, I think. I'll put that actual number of the retail price here of most D-28s. But I didn't want them to sell it. But what was interesting was Josh had his eye on another guitar. He wanted a D-35 that belonged to his pastor. And so the sooner he would sell this guitar, he would get to take his quarter of the guitar and then borrow the rest of the money from his grandpa, and he would get to buy his D-35. And he actually got to buy it.
Hey Jeremy, I just got my D-35. Yeah, and turns out it's just a D. It's not an HD, but yeah. Here's what's it called? Home of the Red Fox.
And so what I realized is the grandpa had a story of how he loved this guitar and he worked so hard to pay for it. And if I backed out of the deal, they would sell it to somebody else. But also, if they didn't sell it, Josh wouldn't get the same story like his grandpa. He wouldn't get to have that, I loved this guitar and I worked so hard and I got to have this D-35. So it's this strange way in which they needed to sell this guitar. By selling this great guitar, it lets this young guitar player have the rite of passage that helps him belong and feel like he's just a part of the cool guitar community. So I'm really thankful for that. I'm very excited to own this guitar. This is a bucket list. I never thought that this would happen. This is my first Brazilian Rosewood Dreadnought that I've owned. So when I got this guitar out of the case, there are a couple things I looked for right away. These are really helpful things because these are things that always seem to be wrong on old Martins, or just things you need to know. So first I looked at the pickguard. I wanted to make sure that it was the original pickguard. It is. And one of the ways that you can tell, this has a very slight beveled edge. It's a black pickguard, and it just perfectly lays with the finish. The other thing is, some of these pickguards, they'd pull up and they would cause a crack right down here, like in that one that I showed you last week. The other thing I looked for was the height of the saddle. And so as I looked at the height of the saddle, and I could tell by the heel of the neck that this has been moved back. So there's some material that's been removed. The back of the neck here is just a little shorter. And so basically it's a little shorter because they've sanded off some of it, and then that's what's allowed the neck to come back. All of that produces just a really good playing guitar. So it's still set up like a bluegrass guitar. It has a pretty high saddle, and so the action is high. And you know, I'm I'm probably going to bring it down a little bit because, I don't know, lots of people are buying these that aren't bluegrass players, like myself. The other thing I looked for down here was I looked for cracks here. I call these like the keys in the pocket crack. So if you keep your keys in your front pocket and you lean forward with the guitar, you put a lot of force and pressure just on this bottom, the curve of the bouts there. And yeah, so other than that, I looked at the finish. I wanted to look for checking. So this guitar has really sweet, really gentle checking. It's not bad at all. There's a little bit of orange peel, just probably from, you know, age and being a guitar for so long. But very light checking. It's a very clean, good survivor. I checked for the tuners to make sure the tuners are original, and they are. And I checked this volute to make sure, looked for neck cracks on either side. But this has just been a really well used and well played, and clearly a very well loved guitar. So, I'm very excited to own this one. Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you like guitar hunting, if you want to find cool guitars, the best way you can do that is to subscribe to the channel. And if you want to support what I'm doing, if you want to help more people find rad guitars, the best way to do that is to buy a t-shirt from JeremyTheGuitarHunter.com. If you really want to support the channel, you can become a patron. Patrons get early access to videos, they get Q&As from me, and they get tons of cool stuff. So thanks for watching this video. I really don't take it lightly, and I'm so glad that there are other people who love these old guitars and want to hear their stories. Listen, they're still out there. This is a one-owner D-28, a one-owner Brazilian D-28 with no real issues. It has a little crack on either side of the bridge, but it's already had a neck reset. Original tuners, original frets, minor wear, they're still out there, and you can get them for really good prices. It's still a lot of money. You're gonna have to pony up, but you can get really cool guitars, and they're still out there. So none of this whining that only vintage guitar dealers have all the cool guitars.